and welcome to another Let's Talk. Today's Let's Talk, I have a list of things that I need to cover. Basically, this entire video is regarding S4 and just lots of problems that it has brought upon me. I'm not using my good mic for this because it's just a quick talking video. It won't, obviously, as you can see, the quality's not unbearable, but it's not my good mic, so sorry in advance. So, okay, let's just jump right in. Lately, I've been wanting my channel to have a turnaround. I've been wanting to not do different things, but do the things that I've been doing better and differently. And I've had all types of ideas to do this and different things that I've thought about executing, and I haven't been able to do any of it because of my problems with Sims 4, as I've illustrated, in I think one or two other videos sooner to this point. And today I'm kind of just at the end of my rope. So there are a lot of people who are feeling the same way I feel, which I will mention them later in the video. And I'm just frustrated with it. First of all, the Sims 4 is giving me 5 main problems that are all relatively large problems. First off, there are a list of requirements, minimum and recommended, for the game are quote-unquote lies. And I say this because my computer that I used to play the game on meets some of the requirements and goes above others of the requirements. So I'm well in the range of being able to play. And I can't. I uninstalled Sims 3 and pretty much all the programs on my computer, and I deleted a lot of files on that computer because I have 2 computers, and so I just put everything on my other computer, and I just left that one alone to be my gaming computer. And all I have on it pretty much is Sims 4, a couple pictures, and recording programs. And it doesn't function, it doesn't play. It's all the requirements that the game says it needs. I've checked my computer specifications, and like I said, I meet them or go above them, and it still doesn't work. So I'm like, okay, obviously there's some kind of ulterior problem here. It must be the game because it's not my computer, because my computer has everything that it needs. Of these problems that I am getting, first one is constant crashing, obviously, and the crashing has gotten progressively worse. When I first installed the game and then started playing it, I could actually play quite decently. I got all my Sims in and started playing, and I noticed that the graphic quality was not what I wanted it to be, so I tried changing the settings and I closed out of the game. And ever since then, it's been a huge struggle to play. After that, for a long while, I guess I put the settings up too high and the game couldn't even really open. Like, it would open and then I would press the play button, and between then and me actually doing anything, it would crash. And so once I finally got to change the settings, whereas the flipping start menu would stop crashing so that I could change the settings back down, I made them as low as possible. After that, things were just a downhill spiral. I could maybe make a sim and it would crash halfway through, or I could make the full sim and then when I tried to move them in, it would crash, or I would move them in and then I would try to save it and it would crash, or I would just open the game and it would crash. And today I tried to play, and I optimized my computer before I ever try to use it. I charge it all the way, then I let it cool down, the laptop fan with an ice pack or whatever I need to use to get it to cool down, and then I open it and immediately start playing so that the computer is cool and calm, and I start playing, and pretty much before anything even loaded, it would crash. Like, the Sims, I don't even play full screen anymore. I do it windowed. And the window would open and it would be like white or gray, like there wouldn't be anything on it, and then it would crash. And at one point the window didn't even open fully. Like, it came up in the corner and it was just like the X, minimize, and the little square. And it said The Sims 4, and it was like, you could tell it was about to open the full window that the game would play in, but it didn't even get there. It crashed right then. So constant crashing is an issue. Another one is what I believe to be Chinese. sometimes just at random points, either the actual in-game itself or where it says Sims 4 like above the game screen, like at the top. Like if you opened a notepad, at the top it says notepad and then it's across from the X, yeah, up there, it'll change to what I think is Chinese. I don't know, I don't really study Asian languages, but I believe it's Chinese, and there's no real reason for it. I don't know why it happens, and I don't know how to fix it, but I can't play a game in Chinese, and having Chinese at the top bar just makes me nervous, and it makes me think that the rest of the game is going to become Chinese. And my language setting is still in English, so I don't really know what's happening with that. Next is that things seem to get worse after updates, and this is a problem that a lot of people have. The game will update without asking me if I want it to update. It will update, and then try to play, and if you try and play it without the update, you can't. It makes you update it. So anyways, once it updates, I try to play, and it crashes quicker than it did the last time I tried to play. Or if I was trying to play beforehand, and then it updated in the middle of me trying to play, it would crash quicker at that point. So updates are actually making it worse, which shouldn't be happening. It should be quite the opposite. They should realize that the game is crashing for everyone for no reason, and then make an update to try and fix it, but it never works like that. So, and the final problem of the 5 is horrific quality in game, no matter what I do. When I'm in Create a Sim, or before then, when you're in the main menu and stuff, it'll look really good. Like, I could have all my graphic settings up all the way, and it'll look really good and all that stuff. Then it's, in build mode, it'll look really good. But when I'm in playing mode, everything looks like pixelated trash. And I don't know why. Like, on the lowest computer setting, the way that it looks there, that's the way it looks no matter how high I turn up my settings. No matter what I do, it stays like that. And, I've turned on and off laptop mode, I've changed all the notches, I've done everything, and it just doesn't change. So, I don't know if the game is just designed to look like garbage, or if changing the settings just isn't working, but it doesn't look good, and I don't want that to be the quality that I have to put into my videos, but it's not going up, so I can't really do much about it. Like, I've seen other people's videos and their quality will be really nice, but for me it's not happening, and I don't understand. So, some of the other YouTubers who feel the same way for me, I just did a quick little search of this before making this video, is Dutch Sims 3 Girl. We kind of talk on Twitter. She probably doesn't recognize me, but I pay very close attention to who I talk to, so excuse me. I know who she is. I will leave a link to her video in the description, but she basically has the exact same problems as I do, and while she's talking in the video, she's actually in the game. I think it's heaven sent that she even got to get into the game, because I have not, ever since the first time I played, when I tried to save and then close it, I have not been able to make a family, make a house, and then start playing. I could never get to that point without it crashing. Even if I saved in between, it would crash during the save, or it just wouldn't save. And considering the new quote-unquote auto-save feature, I'm just not pleased. Not pleased is all I can say. And also, Magic Zatanna, link in the description, is another YouTuber who's disappointed with the game. And their game actually crashed in the middle of their video. Well, not the middle, towards the end, but during their video the game crashed. So yeah, that's two people who side with me. And my biggest problem with all of this is the fact that the EA, when they were releasing the game, one of their marketing points was that the game would be more optimized for laptop users and people with just worse computers who couldn't run Sims 3. Well, for me, Sims 3 ran on very high graphic settings perfectly fine. So the fact that Sims 4 can't do the same, or can't even run on low settings, is just like, well, I don't understand, because my computer meets the requirements that you told me it needed to, so why, what? Like, it's not the computer, it must be the game? Maybe I'm just confused. But I'm thinking I might have to quit altogether trying to play The Sims 4 until somewhere in the distant future when I get a better computer. Sims games don't come out every 2 years, so maybe, in 3 years I'll get a better computer, and maybe then it'll be able to function and run the game. But for right now, I'm pretty much fed up with trying. I've been trying a lot, and as you've seen, I've made 2 videos on The Sims 4, and I couldn't continue those series because I lost the families, because the game won't run, and yeah. So I think I'm going to go back to The Sims 3. I don't know if I want to do Sims 3 LPs, though, because they're kind of, drawn out. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think I just want to do Sims 3 series, like a voiceover series, and just make something really good and just focus all of my simming time on that. And yeah, since that's kind of all I can do, I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to quit LPs on my channel because I just can't get it to run, and Sims 3 is so old. You've already seen everything. What is there else to see, you know? I kind of feel mad that I bought, well, I didn't buy it, but that the game was purchased for me and that all that money was wasted. And that it just doesn't run when it said it would. And I want to know what you guys think of this. If you're having similar problems, what you think I should do, who you think I should contact, what you think my channel should become with this being said. And yeah, so that's that. And a lot of times with EA, when a game crashes, you can figure out why. Like with Sims 3, you could always look up the crash report, or just like look up, hey, it crashed during this point in the game. I was in gas. Why did it crash? And you could always figure out why, and you could always fix it. And I've tried that, and I've seen solutions, and none of them have worked. And I know it's a fairly new game, so it's a little different. But I'm just like, why? You know, it's just disappointing and frustrating, and I'm just done with it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you all in my next video, if there ever is one. And until then, a toodle.